What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bullz, and today we are coming to you from Washington, D.C. By the way, guys, if you guys can see this live stream and it's coming in clear, please do hit the like button and let me know in the comments, because I am on the road and it's not easy to do a live stream with this software when I'm on the road from my laptop. But we just saw Polkadot and Cardano. They hit their all-time highs, and for those of you who've been keeping up with this channel for a while, you know that that's a really good thing for me and you guys who've been with this channel for a while, because those are two of our top positions, Cardano and Polkadot. Guys, if you guys can see this chat pretty, please do crush that like button. There we go. I finally got someone to say something. He says Trius is going to go up. Okay, I was hoping someone was going to say coming in loud and clear, but we got people always coming in there. But anyway, hey, there's Red Fire. He's got something, and then we see Eric asking about DRC. Yeah, DRC's okay. So I'll talk about the low caps real quick. Because that's probably on everyone's mind. As you guys can see here, over the last 7 days, it's been an interesting market, but Cardano has performed really well, and so has Polkadot, right? Whereas Ethereum still holding above 4,000. We've seen these smart contract developer platforms have a big boost. We saw this new platform, Internet Computer, ICP, come in. If you guys haven't looked into Definity, that's another platform. They're on Coinbase. They did come in hot, and then they dipped off. So we'll see. In terms of the low cap, since that's what I think everyone's that's the bane of everyone's pain right now, is the low caps. And we have to think at some point in time, the low caps will have their day again, right? Every dog has its day. Right now, it just so happens to be the developer platforms. So for me and you guys, now remember, you don't want to just be so heavy into low caps all the time that's where all your money is, so that when something's when the smart contract platforms are going up, you're not just like getting eaten alive because all your money's in lotto tickets, because that's gambling. So remember, lotto tickets, that's not where the majority of your portfolio balance should be. Maybe 10-15% of your balance should be in lotto tickets. So we'll talk about the lotto tickets a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure I get that very clear out there. Yes, right now the lotto tickets are not performing, and no one's really hitting the lotto with these lotto tickets, okay? And that's just the way it is. But you're asking about DRC, and you're asking about some of these other cryptocurrencies that are low caps. I would assume at some point in time they will again have their day, and it will come when you will see irrational exuberance in the low cap market, where they just start moving. Now, we don't know for a fact if that's going to happen, but typically that's what we've seen, is that other coins move, the top tier moves, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all of a sudden you get these big moves in the low cap. So DRC, Essentia, OVR, whatever low cap coin you're invested in. Someone's saying, is ADA a good buy still? So I never ever want to tell people to buy at all-time highs, but something like Cardano, you could suggest that Cardano could easily be, I don't know, maybe a $10 Cardano at some point. But again, it's going to come down to perspective, if you're willing to wait it out and be patient, even if the market cycle goes bearish, right? So, but usually when you get into a position, you want to get it in on sale on a dip. Right now, Cardano's sitting in an all-time high. If you've got a long-term patient perspective and you're willing to be patient, it could be a really good, it could be a good investment. Not professional financial advice, but it could work out for you. And same with Polkadot. I mean, I still think Polkadot is just incredibly undervalued. I've said this numerous times. It was my top pick for the year. Back when it was around $6, $5, under $4, under $5, I was buying it. And I mean, we've seen bigger gainers. I mean, Doge has definitely been a bigger gainer. It's like 100x. Doge is 100x. Polkadot's maybe what, like 10x. But I think long term, Polkadot's a real winner. Now, I do have some news to report here. As you guys may or may not know, Binance, DOJ, IRS reportedly investigating Binance crypto exchange. You guys may or may not have already known that, but they're under investigation for money laundering with some of the, things that could be considered bad acting by the IRS. Okay, so another bit of news: Ethereum miners, they're seeing revenues that are actually outpacing Bitcoin miners. So that's something that when you go on to these, when you're dealing with low caps, you might notice that the fees are extremely high for the low caps. That could be also affecting the low cap market. So maybe if Ethereum miner fees go down, that might be good for the low caps. But right now, low caps are not benefiting, and the Ethereum miner fees might be affecting it. That's something to also keep in mind. But here's something to also be aware of that would probably apply. The IRS is setting its sights on crypto traders. So if you're one of those people who are always trying to move in and out of portfolio balances, if you're trading, remember, every time you make a transaction, that's a taxable maneuver. So the IRS is looking to zero in on crypto traders, people who are short-term holders who haven't been claiming their taxes on that. So do keep that in mind also when you're trying to be short on positions like for less than a year. I mean, you're going to have to pay, it's just something we all have to face in life, right? Taxes. No one likes taxes. But let's talk about Cardano and Charles Hoskinson. He's a bit of a funky guy, I would say. I mean, he tweeted at Elon Musk. He said, "Elon Musk, are we finally going to have the Cardano conversation? Come to my farm in Longmount with Kimball. Got some sweet tea and mini donkeys." I guess that's how nerds talk to each other. I mean, Charles is a total nerd. I mean, but then again, I mean, I've seen some live feeds by Mark Zuckerberg that were kind of weird, and he's, like one of the richest guys in the world. So I guess nerds, that's how they communicate. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, and I will give you guys a shout out. So I've got people saying, what is your opinion on Nano? XPR, I heard it's one of the only cryptos without any fees. Nano is really fast, and it doesn't have fees. Yes, that's it, and it has been going up. I mean, Nano experienced a massive rise up when that tweet came out from Elon about the energy efficiency. So that was a big thing. But let's see here. It hit. Where did it hit? As high as $14, it looks like. So Nano, I mean, it's still fairly low cap. I mean, if this thing becomes popular, I think it's got bad tokenomics for popularity because these really high circulating supply projects, they do better for mainstream adoption. If Nano goes to $40, I mean, mainstream retailers aren't going to be as prone to adopt it. So that's the only problem that Nano has, is its tokenomics are not ideal for the mainstream. But yeah, that's something to definitely pay attention to. Nano being so fast and environmentally friendly. Yo, what is your price target for ADA? I think for ADA, I'd like to see it hit $5 here in the short term. I think that's very possible, especially as it gets closer to Alonzo. On the high end, I think it's possible to be $10. So that's kind of where I have my price targets for that. But that just depends upon the bull market and how good a marketing Charles Hoskinson does with enterprise level and retailers. So we are going to the moon or not? I'm still holding. I would have probably not been still holding if I thought that the bull run was over. What do I think of B Pro? I could take a look at B Pro. Let me take a look. It's been a while since we talked about B Pro anyway. Thanks to everyone who already hit the like button. By the way, guys, I am in Washington, D.C., and if you guys want to follow me on my other channel, Island Hopper TV, I'll pin the message to the top of the chat. That's where I'm posting most of my videos right now. I'm going around America. I went from Dallas to New Orleans, Panhandle to Atlanta to North Carolina, beautiful state of North Carolina. North Carolina is great. Charlotte and Raleigh, Richmond, and then I ended up out here in Washington, D.C., and I'm still heading north. It's seeing the world, right? Let's see, B Pro. B Pro. It's sold off. It looks like it's bottomed out. I think that maybe if you're bullish on B Pro, this could be a good entry level point for something like this. Yeah, it's got a low market cap, fully diluted 138 million, market cap 25 million. It just depends. I mean, a project like this, you'd have to be extremely bullish to get into a position like this, build the future of DeFi gaming being really popular. So something like B-Pro, definitely interesting. Maybe I might even consider entering a position in that. I don't actually hold a position on B-Pro right now. Thanks for the reminder. Do I like Loopring? Loopring is one of those OG projects that's been around for a long damn time, man. A long time. Let's see here. All right, so we've got Mist. I have to look into Mist. Let me take a look here. Oh man, guys, smash that like button. Yep, looks like we got quite a few people watching. 67 now. Hit the like button, guys. Get it up to 50 likes if we can get there. But let's see, Trius. I'll take a look at Trius since you guys love looking at these low caps, even though all the buzz is in the top 50. You guys in your new caps, low caps, you guys love going down that path, don't you? I am on here. There we go. All right, Trius. I mean, this is on level with the B Pro. I got slow internet. I'm in a hotel room, so we'll see if this pulls up. It seems like last time I pulled up this website, it was slow too, unfortunately. There we go. So this is okay. So they've got an executive level, legislative level, the judiciary. Now, why exactly are you guys bullish on this? Are the people behind this like seriously going to execute on what they're saying? Because I mean, when they're talking legislative level, that's some big language, because that's government funding right there. If they end up pulling that off, that's big, because executive and then legislative, wow. That would be getting adopted by the government. When the government needs to upgrade almost all their systems. I'm out here in Washington, D.C. The city is actually a really beautiful city, and they've undergone tons of modern renewal. Urban renewal is all over this place right now in D.C. But they're still definitely lacking in the technology, even here in D.C., I would say. I mean, it's pretty embarrassing to go on to many of the federal websites. It's just ridiculous, like how far behind they are. It makes me think, like, please modernize everything in the government immediately, like the financial system, the way they accept credit cards. Today I just went on a boat to like a cruise across the Potomac River on one of those water taxis, and the only way to do it was to go onto their website, and the website wanted to know my name, my phone number, my date of birth, my email, my home address, all this information. I'm sitting there like trying to like put in all this information that takes forever to do, and I'm just like, why can't you just have my profile? Like, why can't I just have like a key, like something that I just automatically insert my data into? It just seemed like it was just overkill, and I'm just like, this is typical of the way that these corporations and the government do everything. It's just very slow, inconvenient, and it's not modern, and we don't need to be doing it that way, especially when all these technologies exist that allow us to just basically automate all this. I mean, Apple Pay is really efficient. That's something that I would definitely say we need to do more things like Apple Pay, where it's just 2 clicks on the sidebar and we're in there like swimwear. Okay, so someone's saying, can you check out Blockmesh? Let me check out Blockmesh. Let's take a look. Let's see here. Everyone hit the like button, guys, if you guys haven't already. I'm still seeing where we're at with that. So Blockmesh, that's extremely low cap. What the heck is going on with this project? Why is it such a low market cap? Is that the right project? That's incredibly low. What happened here? What in the world is this? Why is this such a low cap coin? I mean, if you wanted to pay the miner fees, that would be absurd, but we're still waiting on the opportunity for those fees to go down. I'm just trying to legitimize it. It says it's been featured in Yahoo Finance. Where's their team? Team. So is this the project that you wanted me to look at? Because that seems very low. Yusuf. All right, so where do you store all your crypto wallet? So you can use cold storage, which is a Ledger Nano. You can use a Trezor, but also I think if you have a paper wallet, you can use a paper wallet that's a hot wallet, but just be aware that the safest way to store your crypto is so like if your account got hacked or compromised, you'll be getting these notifications for up to 2 days as they're unlocking the vault. So Coinbase has this vault system that's pretty good. Yusuf, yeah, man, this thing is extremely undervalued, and it looks like it might be a great project. I have to do more research, but I mean, at this level, 528,000, $3 million market cap, fully diluted, 3.8. I would say this thing's a steal. I mean, this thing might just be, man, I don't know what's wrong with it. That's what the first thing when I see that kind of market cap, I want to know what's wrong with it. So, I mean, if you got some information about why this thing's going to go up from here, I mean, aside from the fact it's extremely low cap, I've never seen a project that low. I mean, it's ranked 1900. That's extremely low. Will ADA have a dip again? More than likely, yeah. I mean, what goes up must come down at some point. But in a perfect world, it's on a moonshot, and it's going to go up to $3, and it's going to resettle back around 250. But we'll see. I mean, it's more than likely going to have a retracement, maybe down to 180. It seems like 180s. It goes like 180s. It seems like that's where Cardano likes to sit around. Polkadot obviously sitting at 47. I'm surprised more of you guys don't get into Polkadot. I don't know what the deal is with you guys in Polkadot, because everyone's into Cardano, but no one ever talks about Polkadot. And I'm like, do you guys even check out Polkadot? Like, that ecosystem is legit, man. But we'll see. We'll see. Thoughts on persistence? Have not seen that. What did he say? He said they're starting their marketing strategy soon too. Well, they're a little bit late on that, it seems like, because let's see here. They've been around since 2018. That's concerning. I mean, if they're just now starting, it seems like they were dead for a while. See, so these guys were dead for a while, and now they're just kind of picking up the scraps, and they're like, hey, let's rebuild the house. Let's take everything out of mothball position, and let's turn the lights back on. That could be a good thing. That could be a good thing that you're getting it on sale for such a cheap price if they have all that experience, but we'll see. I mean, my biggest concern with these low caps is, are these projects just in it for the opportunity to just catch a lot of money and just ride a wave, or are they actually trying to work? That's the problem that I'm encountering with low caps. Some of these guys, they don't really want to work. They just want the money, and that's it. And I'm okay with you wanting to get money, but you need to do the work if you're going to get the work, if you're going to get the money, like, be serious about trying to execute on what it is. And that's what I'm mostly worried about with low caps. So I would say everyone has to be worried about that if you're going to invest in low caps. I mean, people saying they might consider selling Cardano at this price. I mean, me personally, I've thought about it. I've thought about it probably around $1.20. I've thought about it now at $2. And I mean, even as I'm walking around the streets here in Washington, D.C., I'm sitting there thinking, man, I could take profits on Cardano. That would be a pretty good thing, because, I entered this position of Cardano at around 10 cents. I've bought Cardano as low as 4 cents, but I already sold out of that back in 2018 or something like that. But then this new position that I entered was at around 10 cents. So I'm feeling pretty good about this right now. It's kind of like buying Doge right now. You used to be able to buy a lot of Doge. With $250, you used to be able to buy a lot of Doge. With $250, you could buy a lot of Cardano. Nowadays, you put in $250 into Cardano, it doesn't get you so much. Nowadays, you put in $250 into Doge, it doesn't get you too much. So it's always got everyone thinking like, okay, well, what's the next Doge? What's the next Cardano? And then they get into these things like Shiba Inu. People getting into the Shiba Inu. You guys saw Trayvon James. He's got a new coin. I was like, oh gosh, here comes Trayvon James with the new coin. But he was big on Shiba Inu for a while there. I actually subscribed to Trayvon here recently just to see just kind of see what kind of crazy stuff he's up to. And that's why I follow Superman. I follow Trayvon just because I know they've been in the game for a long time. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying get financial advice from them, okay? I'm just saying they've been around for a while. When you have people who've been in the market for so long, that's how much experience they've got. I mean, when you're talking to someone who just got into the market in 2018, 2019, they don't have the experience that someone who's been around since 2015, 2016 has. And that's what you get with guys like, well, myself, obviously, altcoin buzz, um, uh, Trayvon James, Superman. But doesn't mean they all give great advice all the time. I mean, we're all human. We're gonna make some errors and mistakes. But you're dealing with people who've been through market cycles, so they know how to, like, it's just kind of like ingrained in your mind how to analyze the market and make successful moves. But you do get these new people who pop up out of nowhere and they say they've been around for a while, but really they're just kind of new and they're just kind of riding the wave, right? So we'll see about all that. But that's what I would say about Trayvon. What do I have to say about Dent? I'll take a look at Dent. I just bought some value because it keeps going up. That's crazy. Barry, you're a funny guy. Lee says, would you trade an ADA ETH pair right now? I mean, I've been confronted with this idea of like taking all my Bitcoin and putting it into Cardano. I think at some point I tweeted that out. Not all my Bitcoin. I mean, that would be crazy to sell my Bitcoin, but like maybe take a full Bitcoin and throw it at Cardano. I thought about doing that when it was around $1.20. It would have been a great investment. I didn't do it though. It would have been a great investment. So I thought about doing things like that, but I'm always like, man, I'm gonna really want these Bitcoins. So even though Bitcoin's kind of stalled out, there's no doubt about it. Bitcoin is totally stalled out. Um, when I say stalled out, it's around 50,000 and it doesn't like going above 60. Hit 64 and that's about it. It hasn't moved for a while, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Bitcoin's kind of bearish, but also Bitcoin's one of those coins that can kind of look bearish and it's like it can play fake dead and then all of a sudden, bam, just shoot up real quick. It could shoot to 100K really quick. Bitcoin could. All it would take is a couple injections of enterprise capital from, I don't know, Apple, Facebook, who knows who's going to buy next. But if that kind of stuff happens, I mean, bam, Bitcoin's back in the game. It's over 60,000. Bitcoin by the end of the week could be at 70,000. It could. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying that's how fast Bitcoin can move when it takes off. Kind of like what we saw with Ethereum. Ethereum was just kind of hovering around 2,000. Next thing you know, it's at 4,000, and it's a high cap coin. Look at this market cap, $474 billion. Thanks to everyone who hit that like button. Keep hitting the like button for me, guys. That's really good. And then I'll keep reading these comments as they're flying in here. My GT Low by Logic says Trayvon James, the Bitcoin guy. Yeah, that guy. So a guy like him, like I said, he is the ultimate gambler when it comes to crypto. And I say that to you guys who are trying to get into, low caps. Like I said, I did not say follow his financial advice. I said I keep tabs on him because I know he's gone through like the ringer with all these different things like BitConnect, and I mean he's been into so many different things. I mean, but right now he's into these meme coins and he just keeps pushing the meme coins, and he's really big on I think he made some money with Shiba Inu. I know he's been big on Doge. Like I will, for all the crazy stuff, I know he made a killing on Dogecoin. I know that because he was big on Doge. He was shilling Doge back in 2018 when it was pennies to the dollar. But he started his own coin. That's what I was mentioning, is that he's funny like that. Someone said Matic is pumping. Don't jump in if you haven't a while ago. Yeah. I mean, the best buys on the board, if you were to look at some of these best buys on the board. Oh, let's see here. I'm really loving Chainlink. Chainlink is just such a like, you can make money with Chainlink. I mean, it's kind of like Binance coin. It just kind of is a strong hold. Chainlink's been a strong hold. Stellar Lumens has been performing, but you know, when Stellar Lumens, I'm not so convinced that Stellar Lumens is, you know, diamond hands. It's kind of paper hands. That so when everything else crashes, Stellar goes back down to 40 cents or 30 cents, and then it just repeats the cycle. But we'll see. I mean, I'd love to see Stellar get some strength in that network. We'll see. Best buys on the board. Let's see here. Oh, here goes Kusama. Kusama's on a roll. As you guys know, I still think Algorand's going to have its day. What do you guys think is the best buys on the board right now? I'm not really seeing anything that's standing out right at this very moment. But I'm looking. Digibyte, man, Digibyte just seems like everyone's all in love with Digibyte, but Digibyte never really does much. It's like not too long ago, Digibyte was 2 cents, now it's 12 cents. I mean, in that whole bull cycle, it went up 6x. That's good. But I mean, we've seen bigger gainers than that by a long shot. Yeah, I mean, again, it seems like this reserve rights is overdue for a pump. It's been kind of dead for a while. So let's see, you guys are saying the best buys on the board right now. Someone said injective protocol. Why do I see so many notifications about XRP going to 1,000? XRP going to 1,000? 1,000